How did you get the tie caught in the...
It seemed to have rolled up into there. Don't worry about it.
I introduced you
about half an hour ago. Well, I'm not there, am I?
No.
Well, as soon as I get this out, I'll be there. Does that bother you?
How did it get in there?
I don't know. I just happened to this thing caught it here and it rolled up into there. So, you know.
Well, we can't do the interview from the men's room here. Could you possibly...
Why can't you?
Can I cut it?
Is that big a show? Huh?
Yeah. Can I cut it off?
We're going to go now for the jerk. Over the head. Over the head. Where we There we go there now. All right, now I'll have to hold that for five seconds before... Oh, boy. I think we got trouble here, Dad. Well, better luck next time, Mr.
We are looking at a master of making everyone on stage completely break character.
And just sitting there in a dress with pantyhose and stockings and earrings and everything. And he was telling me a serious problem which he was involved in at home. And he's going, you know, I don't know. And he's walking up and down with these chicken feet going, I feel, you know, and boy, my life, and I can see it. And I'm going, well, you know, I feel, basically. And I suddenly realized the chicken talking to an Avon lady. You know? This isn't right. And I said, you know, Harv, I'm really interested in this, but could we wait until later when you're not a chicken and I'm not an Avon lady, you know?
This incredible storyteller easily turns bizarre real-life accidents into hilarious late-night masterpieces.
Now, what had happened? And 10 minutes had passed, and we figured the regular fellow who comes to run the picture is gone to the projection booth. So we sit there, and about 10 minutes later, it was Tim Conway who had come, and right. Tim simply said, and Gene didn't recognize him, right. Tim says, I'm here for the picture. And Gene took Tim, led him into the projection room. And so Conway, with his mind, sat in there for about 10 minutes and finally walked out while we're having dinner and says, I got the first roll of film on, the picture will be ready in about 10 minutes, and walked out of the dining room.
Viewers love how this physical comedian uses clever props and costumes to create absolute chaos.
Johnny, at my height, I not only see a different cam, I smell a different cam.
Well, I don't understand what you mean.
Well, I'm dealing mostly in shoes and socks.
Oh, yeah,
I see what I mean. See, so, beginning of the season, it's not too bad, but as that season goes on, we're talking a waffle, you know? By the time I get to the finals, I could take the enamel right off your breath. Like that, right, sir.
And uses clever props and costumes to create absolute chaos. This brilliant writer has a wonderful gift for delivering sharp satire with a completely straight face.
It can make you slip and slide and falling down drunk. Now I want to tell you, my dear friends, when it comes to liquor, as for me, I love it. If you haven't tried it, I advise you to stop at your local tavern and pick yourself up a jug.
Audiences adore this legendary late-night chemistry, with the host and a delightfully honest attitude.
Falling off an awful lot, so what I do now is tie myself to the horse.
Actually tie yourself?
Right. Yes, only last week I had an unfortunate accident. Oh. You see, I tied the one leg to the horse and the other to the starting gate, and I didn't know that until actually it took off. Right on the
What did you do?
I yelled, whoa, a lot.
I see.
You should join us now to explore the most chaotic, hilarious late-night moments of Tim Conway. 1. The legend begins. Tim Conway's historic 1977 Tonight Show debut.
In the dining room, and the doorbell rings. And the gentleman we have working for us at home, Eugene, answered the door and came back and said, the projectionist is here. I said, fine. And we went on eating. Now, what had happened? And 10 minutes had passed, and we figured the regular fellow who comes to run the picture is gone to the projection booth. So we sit there, and about 10 minutes later, it was Tim Conway who had come, and right. Tim simply said, and Gene didn't recognize him, right. Tim says, I'm here for the picture.
On September 15th, 1977, Tonight Show welcomed a guest who eventually became their favorite man, Tim Conway. This legendary guest possessed supreme confidence.
I wasn't going to come out all evening that night. I felt, what the heck, it was a lot better in there than going out and eating with Harvey. But That was a weird night. The man actually said, "Are you here for the picture?" And I said, "Yes," and he put me right in the projection room.
And you sat there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know whether that's where you wanted me or not, so I just figured, what
Since the
heck.
first roll is on, I'll have it roll.
Yeah.
We highly admire the incredibly natural and warm wit of this brilliant performer on stage.
We have an anniversary show coming up. We're starting our 16th year. You have never been on this show.
That's true.
And I know we have asked you before.
Well, you know, I didn't know you did this. You know, no, that's true. Now, we've known each other, what, 4 or 5 years, and you have never said what you do.
Viewers laugh out loud when this guest playfully pretends to ignore the host's actual career.
Nothing happened?
Nothing has happened.
I saw Corman. Corman got up.
He tried to start
and tried to get a standing ovation going.
Yeah, it didn't go too well, did it? No, he was the only one. Yeah.
Harvey stood up, and you looked out, and nobody. There was Corman, and finally Harvey sits down. And
Yeah, he's embarrassing.
Audiences are completely thrilled by this ruthless, yet hilarious teasing of a dear professional colleague.
I just happened to have that telegram with me, and so I thought I'd kind of read it because I thought it was important to me.
Wasn't that from Angie's Pitch and Putt?
Angie's Pitch and Putt, yeah, Tarzana Pitch and Putt, yeah. Yeah. And I also have a friend, Ernie Anderson, that I've known for about 16 or 17 years from Cleveland, and that was his telephone number I gave, yeah, because he said, mention me if you win, so I thought that would be the best way.
We deeply respect his amazing boldness in sharing his best friend's real number on air.
I had a funny thing. I used to get physically ill whenever I appeared in front of people. And as a matter of fact, on the first time I did the Gary Moore show, what was the other guy's name that was with Gary?
Durward Kirby?
Durward Kirby. I actually, before going on, did something on Durward that he has never forgotten. Because I would get very nervous before a show, and then when they would mention my name, it started in football. They would say, number 21, here he is, right guard, whatever, Tom Conway, and I would actually get sick. I'd just go over to the fence.
Supporters deeply sympathize with his unique psychological struggles during those early years in show business.
Pretty easy breakup.
Yeah.
At least for you.
Well, that started kind of, we were in the dressing room one day during the Burnett show, and he had on a chicken outfit with red stockings and big chicken feet and feathers.
Was he in a sketch or just
no, he just come in from home.
I just wanted to... You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Show
With Harvey.
people. Yeah.
And he had a big beak on that. In order to talk, he had to pull it open like this. And I was dressed as an Avon lady. And I had on a dress and the wig and the pearls and everything, and and the pantyhose and everything. And he had a personal problem, which he was trying to talk.
Listeners enjoy one of the most bizarre backstage stories in American television history.
Target.
Yeah, you can just give him a little,
Yeah.
a little wink.
We had a $50 bet going that if I could break him up, he'd give me 50, and if he could break me up, he'd give me 50. And he put 3 of my kids through school.
Just You've done some...
This magnificent debut successfully began a legendary late-night relationship on American television. 2. The paid performer. Why Tim Conway only cared about the paycheck.
Gotta time it just right.
Tommy, how's it going?
The
Funny sketch.
Thank you. Do you like that?
No, but it was a funny sketch. That's
Personal opinions notwithstanding.
No. It really was. I didn't know you were doing that actually live.
Yes.
Until I saw you running back there in your underwear. That's good.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
Kind of cute in my skivvies, aren't I?
We often view working for money as narrow-minded, but this comedian made it a fine art.
Back there.
I was playing Vegas one time, and I was supposed to come out in a different outfit and had 30 seconds to do it in, and there were 2 girls who were changing me, which was great. And they did the whole thing, and I came out, I didn't have the shirt on. Just the tie and the whole thing, and they forgot the shirt. You go, hi! Oh, all right. I didn't get that on.
Nothing you can do about it at all.
No, because you're on it.
We will definitely laugh out loud at the highly rebellious dedication of this brilliant performer.
People smile when you're so miserable.
And take home a few thou a week, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the important thing.
That's the main
yeah,
thing.
That's the main thing. A lot of people don't think we're in it for the money, but I am.
I've often heard that.
Yeah.
You got in it just for the
a lot
money.
of people think I want to get to the top. That's not necessarily so. No. Paycheck's the big thing to me. I don't particularly care about ratings or anything if the paycheck clears.
Late-night viewers highly enjoy listening to these unforgettable and chaotic live stage accidents.
They thought of a thing that, especially I think it kind of applies to my show, that there should be a comedy patrol that instead of getting a rating, that after you do a show, the comedy patrol comes by, and if your show is bad, they actually come to your house and shoot you. Wouldn't that prevent a lot of bad shows? Really, because you'd think twice before you actually...
Audiences deeply appreciate this rare and refreshing honesty regarding the actual financial paycheck.
Their way if it hits here and up there. And then one hit about a year later, and they all remembered it was 6:45 in the morning, so we all ran outside in our underwear, and there we were on the front lawn, 8 of us in our underwear. Now, the people going by in a car don't know there was an earthquake.
That's right.
A lot of that, you know. Weird.
Tour bus going by the Conway home going,
how you doing? Fine. We always come out here in our underwear about 6:45.
Listeners are highly entertained by this extremely wild idea to eliminate bad television shows.
You know, I keep saying every time there's an earthquake, well, maybe you do this also. You know, maybe I better lay in some first aid supplies, a little Coleman stove in case the gas goes out, and one of those big beam lights, and I never do.
Well, I think if you have all those provisions, wouldn't the people who don't have them come and beat you up and take them away?
No, because I also have a very big gun. Big gun.
That's good. Yeah, a gun is good.
That keeps the sore losers away from your front door.
Right,
Dedicated fans always find great amusement in the chaotic household routines of this giant.
You know, and then they hang you. I was at Universal one time when they thought it would be funny to leave me there at lunch, you know, just hanging. You're 12 feet off the ground. So now, whenever I do any of those things, the first thing I get is a pair of wire cutters, because if you are doing something and there's an earthquake, you don't find a stagehand going, "We better get him down."
That's right.
No, sir.
They're in the 48 Dodge heading for Barstow.
Yeah, he's...
You will certainly admire how this clever parent protects family members during a crisis.
And just sitting there in a dress with pantyhose and stockings and earrings and everything. And he was telling me a serious problem which he was involved in at home. And he's going, "You know, I don't know." And he's walking up and down with these chicken feet going, "I feel, you know, and boy, my life," and I can see it. And I'm going, "Well, you know, I feel basically." And I suddenly realized the chicken talking to an Avon lady. This isn't right. And I said, "You know, Harv, I'm really interested in this, but could we wait until later when you're not a chicken and I'm not a..."
We greatly respect the amazing courage to handle those highly annoying practical jokes backstage.
About where the shortstop was standing. So
long slide.
Slid, got up, slid again, slid again, slid. He had the slide down, but it was a little early. You know what I mean? So by the time he got to third, I thought, this is great. My 3 boys are going to be on base. So the guy all he had to do is touch the base. He had been out, but he saw this kid kept sliding. So I figured, well, I'll tag him when he comes over here. So he tagged him. He was out by 20 yards. And so Timmy, as he was walking, he stood on the base, and I said, "Safe!"
Late-night supporters deeply love the legendary comedic chemistry between these two close companions.
You can take the boy out of the country, but I watched that, and you're doing great things, and I looked at it, and I said, Conway doesn't... I've never seen him dance like that.
It was me, too. Yeah.
And it was just you in the close-ups?
That's right.
Did anybody know?
I didn't even know. No, actually, they didn't. People who knew me said that they swore that was me.
I did.
Yeah, because it had this rubber mask in it.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Then you don't dance good at all. I'm taking that back.
No, I don't dance at all. I have no sense of rhythm. That's why I have 6 kids. But I want to tell you.
3. The $4 tie. Tim Conway's unforgettable late-night emergency. Do you remember when Tim Conway got his tie stuck, forcing Carson to leave his desk? You definitely cannot remember everything because this whole situation was absolutely hilarious.
Well, Tim apparently is temporarily, not late, detained.
He's here.
He's here. Can we get a camera loose backstage? What?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, Bobby. I'll show you where he is. If Kevin is not, if Kevin is not kidding me, come with me and we'll go chat. I'll be just back in a second. Are you sure? Stay there. No, stay here. Okay. You sure?
Yes.
All right. Only Conway would do this.
We will laugh out loud witnessing the completely unexpected panic of our favorite late-night host.
How did you get the tie caught in
It seemed to have rolled up into there. Don't worry about it.
I introduced you.
I introduced you about half an hour ago. Well, I'm not there, am I?
No.
Well, as soon as I get this out, I'll be there. Is that Bobby?
How did it get in there?
I don't know. I just happened to this thing, caught it here, and it rolled up into there. So, you know.
Well, we can't do the interview from the men's room here. Could you possibly...
Why can't you?
Can I cut it?
Is that big a show? Huh?
Yeah. Can I cut it off?
Cut it. The kids gave me this tie.
Viewers absolutely love how this brilliant comedian easily turned a backstage blunder into pure gold.
Okay. And now, here is Mr. Tim Conway.
What a group, huh?
You're a silly person.
Yeah, sorry about being late. I really am.
You will certainly admire these highly ridiculous gift suggestions to pacify a spouse.
Hi, honey. Always start off with hi, honey.
Of course.
I'm sorry I'm 4 hours late. I just stopped off to get my car washed, and darned if Sally didn't talk me into getting a special super wax job. By the way, I bought you that new watch you wanted. Gift suggestion, new watch. $100, $20 for the Timex, and $80 for Boom Boom Sally, the hot waxer at the washer drawer.
The studio audience continuously roars at these incredibly detailed and specific bribe costs.
I try a diversion is good, too. Learn to break every major bone in your body right away. When they ask you where have you been, you just snap your arm. Then they worry about your arm, and you kind of take the heat off there. Yeah. Incidentally, if you keep a diary, you should be able to eat that diary.
We deeply admire this creative mind for proposing such an extreme diversion tactic.
Now she comes down my aisle, and I think, this is it. And she comes up to me, and she looks at me, and she said, you're the funny man, huh? And I said, well, I've got reviews to disprove that all over the nation, you know. So I figure if I could get her to sit down, maybe we could at least talk. So I said, do you want to sit down? And she said, I'm not sitting down for anybody. And I said, no, I mean, do you want to sit down? If you do, you're more than welcome. So she says, no. Now she starts to take off her clothes again.
Supporters will definitely giggle at this incredibly dramatic situation in the first-class cabin.
What could this be? And she actually said to me, you want to get it on? Now, what I'm trying to do is think, how do you explain to your wife when you get home what I had to do to save 281 people? My hands are tied.
Of course.
You know, I mean, what can I do? Well, eventually, a guy comes up with a towel behind her, grabs her.
Every viewer must salute this incredibly noble and hilarious sacrifice to save innocent people. 4. The Booze Preacher, how Tim Conway created television's most hilarious pastor. Tim Conway always famously portrayed highly unique and ridiculously bizarre characters. Among these figures, the beloved Reverend Raleigh D. Tucker was definitely the most outstanding.
It can boggle your mind. It can make you slip and slide and falling down drunk. Now I want to tell you, my dear friends, when it comes to liquor, as for me, I love it.
Audiences are completely thrilled by this highly rebellious confession from the unique preacher.
Nowadays, all you hear is, if you eat this, it'll kill you. If you drink this, it'll kill you. If you smoke this, it'll kill you. Well, I say, dear friends, pour yourself a tall glass of that mellow mountain liquor, and you'll soon see it don't matter. I tell you, you pour me a glass, and I'll show you a man.
We all laugh out loud at this remarkably positive and playful perspective on mortality.
Work is through and it's time to go home to the wife. Do you often say to yourself, I can't face that pig again? Do you say if I have to look at that ugly puss one more time, I'm gonna toss my cookies?
Viewers cannot stop giggling at this highly unusual solution to appease a spouse.
My dear friends, 5 weeks later, that man had left his family, his job, and was on Skid Row. I used to get a card from him every time he sold a pint of blood. It was unsigned, but I know it was from Ed because it merely said...
Listeners burst into laughter at the incredibly dramatic destruction caused by a simple cookie.
A lot of times that applause dies before you get a chance.
You want to get...
right in there.
You know show business, don't you, Meg? You got to...
Almost stood up while it was still on there, yeah.
You got to hit the chair before it peaks.
Nothing personal, you know, gosh.
Perfectly all right.
I understand.
You reminded me a little bit when you walked out.
You will definitely admire this magnificent sensitivity toward the exact timing of live applause.
You starting your show, which is a half hour shorter than it has been, and we started this week with the hour show.
Mine was cut from an hour to a half, yeah. They're talking now, maybe next year if we go on, to going to 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
And third year, we're talking about being a news break, just a minute. Lay it out there for a minute, do one joke and off, you know. Yeah.
Television may just come to that.
Loyal fans are highly entertained by this extremely pessimistic outlook on a television career.
Confidence.
You know, I was on a show that's in the Guinness Book of Records as the shortest show ever on television.
What's that?
Turn On. It was on 13 minutes. They actually took it off in Cleveland. It was the first time.
I remember
yeah.
that. It was on like a Friday turn on.
It was George Slaughter's show. It was way early. It was like an early laugh-in, but too early. You know,
Really
it's like
wild.
if you put on Saturday Night Live 10 years ago, that'd have killed you. But it came on really early. The premiere party was out here in California, and it was on in New York, and it was canceled in New York and Cleveland. As it was coming across the country, they
canceled it.
We are deeply amazed by the truly historic record of the shortest show ever.
That's the old...
Yeah.
Wasn't that the old diplomatic
Right.
joke where the fellow had been killed working on the railroad, and the two fellows were taking the remains to his wife? And the fellow says, now look, break the news very gently. He said, be diplomatic. And they knock on the door, and she opens up, and he says, you the widow Murphy? She says, I certainly am not. He says, wait till you see what we got in the bag.
The entire studio explodes at this remarkably yet hilariously dark diplomatic joke.
And with rats. Yeah, but it's still with yourself.
That goes with it. I meant that, of course. Are you good to doing things around
Yes, sir.
the house?
Yeah,
I mean,
cook, and, well, there isn't that much to vacuum. There is, you know, it's a dirt floor, so you really...
you can't just pile it up, rearrange the dirt, I suppose.
Kind of, hustle it around there a little bit.
Dedicated supporters laugh out loud at this incredibly lazy approach toward cleaning a home.
I normally order for a girl because I have found that if you let them order, they'll get something very expensive. So, you sit down, you say, she'll have a tuna fish sandwich.
That's right.
You're not talking about a big bucks at the end there.
That's right. Just a little...
I don't know why I'm alone.
5. Cardboard boxes and stolen cars. Tim Conway's funniest late-night confessions. We gladly welcome the brilliant comedian Tim Conway for an incredibly spontaneous and fun discussion.
Tim knows the trick of these shows. Sometimes the guest does not get to the chair and the applause has died.
Right down, yeah.
And it's very embarrassing.
I was on Mike Douglas once, and it died before I got
Never
to the
got
chair.
there.
So I run right out now. I don't take any chances.
You told me this afternoon something kind of strange. You said you were in talking, you said, to one of the coordinators.
Yes.
Viewers highly enjoy this wonderfully awkward, yet incredibly charming banter between two very close friends.
You've been here many times. I feel really kind of dumb sitting here as a friend. Having to go down here and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. We ought to be able to sit and we're professionals. You've been in the business a long time. Sit and just rap without all of this silliness.
Audiences laugh out loud at this highly ridiculous story about a stolen car in Beverly Hills.
Much socially, and no, I really don't go out too much socially, and no, I stay pretty much within the confines of my cardboard box, and just try to remain in the neighborhood itself. Yeah, doing real well.
You're not a socializer, but...
No. I went to one Hollywood party and my car was stolen, so...
Oh, come on.
No, it's true, yeah.
You mean you had the valet parking?
No, I went to Beverly Hills, big stuff. The valet parking, a guy came out in a red coat, and he said, can I take your car? And I said, yeah, and that was it. Really?
We greatly admire such incredible boldness in rewriting a classic theatrical masterpiece on the spot.
And the sailor, who was Jack Riley at the time, says to me, what does it say? And I said, Ensign Pulvers, or Mr. Roberts has been killed in action. And one night I decided to change that a little bit, and
And that's right at the end of the play.
yeah, I noticed that. And Jack Riley said, I get this thing, and he said, what's wrong? And I said, it's Mr. Roberts. And he said, what? And I said, they've repossessed his car.
Loyal supporters always adore those incredibly clumsy, yet highly creative animal parodies on live television.
The dog did not
Yeah.
show up one night on the Alpo. Oh, I remember. Ed was trying to feed the dog backstage, the Alpo, and we do that commercial live. The dog would have nothing to do, and Ed is saying, here, boy, here he comes, here comes old Spot now. There he's not going, come here. And the dog just went, So yours truly, to show you what you do, went back on all fours and played the dog.
And did a nice job.
Every viewer must appreciate this incredibly witty self-deprecation regarding actual dancing skills on stage. 6. The Safest Jockey, the night Tim Conway drunk raced Johnny Carson.
Not quite. No, that that was over in about an hour. Yeah. Well, as I told you, that a lot of people did suspect that I did marry this time for money, but that is, of course, as well not true. And she will be 90 next month, which is very nice. Really is. And of course, at that age, she's very heavily insured, as you know.
Naturally.
Yeah. So we're doing very.
We should prepare to watch Tim Conway portray the legendary and highly amusing jockey, Lyle Dorf.
Lyle, I don't mean to be critical, but aren't you a little heavy for a jockey? How much do you weigh?
I go about 145
Well,
pounds. Yeah, that is. Matter of fact, I won't be able to stay here and talk too long. I have to get right back to the sweat box there, yes.
I see.
We're talking major perspiration
I
here.
suppose so, yes.
Here, yeah.
Now, how do you weigh in with all that weight?
Well, I step on the scale very lightly, just to put maybe 1 foot on at a time. You can't get on there full force. That the thing would go zingo on me.
Audiences will certainly laugh at this highly ridiculous weighing technique of the unique athlete.
Lyle, you have a rather unusual writing style. Could you explain it?
And that I do. I do. See, one of the guys, when they get in that gate like that, and as soon as those horses take off, they take them right to the inside. I don't do that.
We don't do that.
No. See, I take my horse to the outside like this.
Viewers deeply enjoy this incredibly safe, yet extremely long outside lane racing strategy.
I think the most important thing is to get to know your horse.
Get to know your horse, huh?
Absolutely.
How do you do that?
I take him out for a little coffee sandwich or something like that. Get into the booth here. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's awfully hard to find a seat on the bus, though, with a guy like that.
An
Yeah.
animal that size. I noticed you're carrying a whip.
We find endless amusement in this painful, but hilariously narrated starting gate accident.
I imagine to keep this weight under control, you have to exercise quite a bit.
I do.
Could you show us what your day consists of to keep in shape?
Well, sure. Well, the first thing I do when I get out of bed in the morning is, of course, I jump right out of bed like that. Once I hit the floor, I try to warm up with touching my toes. That's the most important thing.
Touching your toes.
And then once I get warmed up, I give it.
Supporters highly appreciate this remarkably warm and unique way to build a strong animal relationship.
I
Miss
was
Wiggins.
not arrested one night, but I didn't see the police car in back of me because of the low roof of the car, and I couldn't see the red light that was following me for some time, evidently. And he got real annoyed by the time he actually did pull me over. And he said, could I see your license? And I didn't have my license with me at the time, or my pants. But
Every viewer must admire this outstanding physical demonstration of perfect fitness on the floor.
I was in the front seat with John Amos, and the lion was in the back seat. And it was about 110 in there with the lights. And they had the lion dressed with a raincoat, a scarf, and a pork pie hat. And he was not happy. I can't understand why. And they put the seat belt around him to hold him there, and he took the seat belt and just went like this, and yanked it out. So
We will definitely laugh out loud at this clever way to handle an annoying police officer. 7. The Shortest Laker, how Tim Conway broke the NBA on Tonight Show. Let us welcome the brilliant comedian Tim Conway as the ridiculously short basketball star Dunk Dorf.
Well, Johnny, I actually didn't start as a basketball player. Basically, I was a cheerleader for the Lakers.
I didn't know that.
That's right. I'm probably most famous for starting that cheer, swing him to the left, swing him to the right, sit down, stand up, fight, fight, fight. You probably remember that one.
I don't remember seeing that at all.
Don't remember at the game? You said, well, it used to go like this. You swing him to the left, swing him to the right, sit down, stand up.
Viewers will highly enjoy this uniquely passive strategy to score 20 points in every game.
Basically, most of my points are scored from the foul line. John, what I do is I wait until the other team gets the ball.
Right.
Then I just run down to the other end. Then I set up my position like this.
Right.
And then they just run into me, bang, like this.
Audiences absolutely roar at this hilarious perspective regarding the actual smell of professional basketball matches.
You actually see a different game than the other players.
Johnny, at my height, I not only see a different game, I smell a different game.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, I'm dealing mostly in shoes and socks.
Oh, yeah,
I
I see.
what I mean. See, so, beginning of the season, it's not too bad. But as that season goes on, we're talking a waffle, you know. By the time I get to the finals, I could take the enamel right off
your breath.
Like that, right, sir.
We greatly admire this highly creative helper box allowed by the Association for Slam Dunks.
Suggestions that I have to, if you just hold on to that, sure. I got this is a little special piece of equipment that they allow me to use in the NBA. You see,
I didn't know.
What I do is carry this little box out with me to the thing, and I just try to get up on the tit like that. It's kind of balanced like that, and then see, I can maneuver it pretty good around the course like that, and I can guard as they come down the.
Dedicated fans love hearing these incredibly bizarre and cheap travel experiences with close professional colleagues.
So we went Econo line.
Econo line?
We flew from Los Angeles to New York nonstop for $3, which was amazing. They gave you, when you went there, you got a boarding pass and a folding chair, which is, you just, wherever you want to sit on the plane. There was no entertainment on the plane. There was a high school play, though it was very nice. And we taxied from Los Angeles to Dallas.
To Dallas.
Supporters deeply enjoy this extremely chaotic and sarcastic interpretation of standard airline safety instructions.
When they give you the instructions on the plane that if the oxygen in the cabin happens to decrease, that you breathe normally, put the thing over your face and mouth,
Continue breathing
and just
normally.
continue breathing normally. Now, can you imagine? And you go. Well, we're dropping about 10,000 feet a second here.
I better breathe normally.
Yeah, we're going to hit that mountain soon, I would imagine.
You will certainly find great amusement in this highly unusual family dynamic of the legend.
You could narrow it down to me. Yeah.
Did you miss brothers and sisters growing up? I don't want to get too heavy here, but
I don't
we
think
got the
so
funny
because
stuff out
I
of the
never
way, so we
had
can
them.
really.
We salute this magnificent genius for consistently turning simple, late-night talk shows into pure comedic gold. 8th the day, Daryl Dorf attempted to break the world record.
Gentlemen, we're here tonight with Olympic weightlifter Daryl Dorf, and I think we're in for quite a thrill tonight because Mr. Dorf is going to attempt to break the world's weightlifting record. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, Mr. Dorf.
Thank you very much, Johnny. It's good to be here, and welcome to the world of weightlifting itself. Yes, tonight I'm going to attempt to lift 400 and...
We will definitely feel highly excited about this extremely ambitious world record attempt on stage.
Preparation for the lift.
Right, they just like to warm up a bit because you can imagine with this kind of weight, I mean, you've got to get into it. Really get it. First of all, I just like to basically just... get those older legs.
The blood circulation, I suppose,
that's
very important.
Mm-hmm.
You sit-ups.
Audiences laugh out loud at these incredibly bizarre warm-up techniques to increase blood circulation.
All right. First, I'm going to attempt to bring it to my stomach and then first lift. I'm tempted to bring her right up to my chest. This is the tough one, Johnny.
Viewers hold their breath watching each incredibly difficult step of this massive lift.
We're going to go now for the jerk. Over the head.
Over the head.
There we go there now. All right, now I'll have to hold that for five.
The studio audience gets extremely excited witnessing this giant weight successfully pushed over the head.
5 seconds before. Oh boy. I think we got trouble here, Johnny.
Well, better luck next time, Mr. Dorf. That was a wonderful effort. Daryl Dorf.
We all enjoy this highly unforgettable and hilarious failure of the legendary Daryl Dorf. 9. The night a bizarre doctor broke Tim Conway and Richard Pryor. Finally, we will arrive at the evening where Tim Conway actually became the victim of some ridiculous jokes.
Dr. Lennon Smith is with us tonight. If you haven't met him, he has his television show is not as long as yours, special. It's, a matter of fact, it's a minute and a half. Syndicated television messages throughout the country called House Calls. He's been with us before, and he'll be with us again. Would you welcome Dr. Lennon Smith?
We highly enjoy watching the hosts and guests react with complete confusion to these bizarre family stories.
My wife says that the bad behavior of our children is from the bad genes from the father's side of the family, and it's often true. You get women's response.
Did I ask you a question yet?
Yes, you asked me if I've been reading things.
Yes. Okay.
I interrupted.
Viewers laugh out loud at this highly dangerous and completely absurd prescription for treating a simple cough.
The best cough syrup was that gin, lemon juice, and honey.
Gin, lemon juice, and honey?
You know, we ran out of that one night, and the kids came in and were standing and barking by the bed one night, and I had to give them, I didn't have the right ingredients, so it was bourbon and some antihistaminic and some molasses. It was so bad, they never complained again. So if you make the cough syrup taste too good, they're in there every 20 minutes, coughing and barking.
The studio audience continuously roars at this incredibly outrageous generalization about grandmotherly discipline and genetics.
Your children have any ills, Rich? Since the doctor's here, you can save a house call.
My experience has been that kids that are blue-eyed are more likely to get beaten by their grandmothers because they're more likely to be have bad behavior. But we'll give him some cough syrup.
Guess his kids are all well.
Supporters absolutely love this incredibly sharp and dry response from our favorite late-night guest.
People like this are more likely to have been very ticklish as little children. Were you ticklish? Were you ticklish?
No.
Only developed lately.
It means that...
Why? Do you mean those of us who are a little crazy
are more likely to be sensitive? It's just...
We definitely held our breath in sheer disbelief at this highly scandalous school test proposal.
My work with children who give teachers trouble in school are that they're very ticklish, sensitive, goosey kind of kids, and I've invented but I can't patent. It's a long pole with a lot of feathers hanging. The teacher.
That sounds like fun.
The first day of school has the kids all lie down supine on the floor, naked preferably, and she lowers this pole with the feathers on it, and see which kids break first, and those are the ones.
Enthusiastic fans will deeply cherish this completely unfiltered and hilarious breakdown right before the commercial break.
When they get to a certain age, maybe after they're 12, 13, or 14, it's amazing how much they'll let us look at things in their body, but not their parents. So we're kind of hiding in the corner there. Now, let me take a look at this and that.
You do a lot of that, Doc?
You do a lot of that. Well, it's true. Most doctors go into medicine because they're peeping Toms.
Really?
Yeah.
That officially wraps up our journey through Tim Conway's legendary laughs on The Tonight Show. We hope these classic chaotic moments brought a massive smile to your face. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share the video, and comment below with your absolute favorite moment.